Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Irshaad. I'm 25 years old and I'm originally from Cape Town and I currently stay in Vietnam.
So how did you come across Freedom Vietnam?
I've heard of Freedom Vietnam through a guy named Ahmed. I've met this guy once in my life and I just really wondered to myself what made him go to Vietnam. And he just outlined all the pros with coming to Vietnam, earning a big salary and also working as little hours as possible to make that big money. His company really assisted me. I've never met the guy before, but he took care of me as if I was his own brother. And he really helped me find all the grips and ropes when it comes to Vietnam, and I'm entirely grateful.
How do you feel about Vietnam so far?
Brighter side is quite good. The food's really nice. The people are really, really kind. And I mean, if you're here for the salary, this is definitely the place you want to be. Honestly, the working experience in Vietnam has been really good for me. And I have been here for about 5 months. And just after my 3rd month, you really get to see what amount of money you can possibly make if you do put in the work, of course.
Tell us about your visa process.
The visa, as you guys know, it is a tedious process to sort out your visa and things, but with Freedom Vietnam, it's been really easy. To be quite honest, I've only been requested to send my passport to Freedom Vietnam and they were able to fill in all the blanks, all the details that they required. But it's genuinely an easy process. Alternatively, your company that you work for might be able to sort you out a work permit, and just be rest assured you'll be taken care of in Vietnam.
Tell us about your first day in Vietnam.
Freedom Vietnam, they knew exactly what time I was going to arrive and they were waiting at the airport for me. I was really happy because at this point I was very lost and had no idea what to do. Just leaving the airport, coming back to my apartment, they took me to my accommodation, which was very nearby Freedom Vietnam. They sorted me out with food, anything I needed, any necessities. Like I've mentioned before, they really do take care of you as if you're a family member. So despite being away from my family, I really felt close to them being with Freedom Vietnam. They do really fill you in with a lot of information and they genuinely do sort you out to ensure that your transition to Vietnam is as smooth as possible.
Tell us about your job application process.
My job application process was quite easy for me. Freedom Vietnam really helps with all the applications to various companies from international, public and English centers. So you can be assured that they will definitely help you with your application process to various jobs. Personally, I thought that I had everything under control when it comes to preparing for an interview. But since I've met Freedom Vietnam, they really showed me the ropes when it comes to actually teaching in person, and they gave me a good amount of training which comprised of in-person training, doing videos, practicing, providing you questionnaires for you to practice in interviews, and honestly having their preparation, it allows you to ace every single interview.
Tell us about your working experience in Vietnam.
I currently work at an international school as well as a language center. They are about 46 kilometers away and the salary is really good at all the international schools. You can earn anything between 45 to 65 million Vietnamese dong. And at a center, it depends on the hours you put in, but even there at the center, you're making about between 30 mil and 45 mil. So if you're putting the two together and you're able to cope with both jobs, you could be easily making 80 million Vietnamese dong if you invest the time and energy in your teaching.
Would you like to share any final thoughts?
Honestly, Freedom Vietnam has been a pleasure working with. The guys are really smart, they are really friendly, and they genuinely do take you out, take care of you and show you everything there is to know about Vietnam, just so that you can get the full experience in a foreign country where you might feel that no one cares about you, but Freedom Vietnam changes that.